Welcome to our comprehensive guide on how to use leverage on Webull. Leverage allows you to borrow money from Webull to purchase more stocks, potentially increasing your returns. However, it also increases your risk, so it is essential to understand how to use it effectively. First, you need to enable leverage on your Webull account. To do this, go to the Settings section and look for the Leverage option. Once you have enabled leverage, you can start using it in your trades. To use leverage, you need to have a margin account. If you do not have one, you can apply for it through the Webull app. The margin account will allow you to borrow money from Webull to purchase stocks. When using leverage, you need to be aware of the leverage ratio. The leverage ratio is the amount of money you can borrow compared to the amount of money you have in your account. For example, if you have a leverage ratio of 2 to 1, you can borrow $2 for every dollar you have in your account. Now, let's look at a practical example of how to use leverage on Webull. Suppose you have $1,000 in your account and you want to buy a stock that costs $100 per share. If you use a leverage ratio of 2 to 1, you can borrow $2,000 from Webull, giving you a total of $3,000 to invest. You can then buy 30 shares of the stock. However, it is essential to remember that using leverage increases your risk. If the stock price falls, you will owe more money to Webull than you would have if you had not used leverage. Therefore, it is crucial to have a solid understanding of the risks involved and to use leverage responsibly. Best practices for using leverage on Webull include setting a stop loss to limit your losses, monitoring your account balance closely, and not using too much leverage. It is also essential to have a well-diversified portfolio to minimize your risk. In conclusion, using leverage on Webull can be a powerful tool for increasing your returns, but it requires careful consideration and a solid understanding of the risks involved. By following the steps outlined in this guide and using leverage responsibly, you can maximize your potential returns while minimizing your risk.